Hello everybody, it's Derek Freeze, and today we're looking at this Hard Homeless or Easy Home window air conditioner. This unit is from 2018. I think it's April of 2018. And this unit's pretty interesting because it only draws 4 amps. Okay, it says 3.9. I thought it was 3.5, which I was going to say that's very efficient, but stupid things are in my way. But that's still pretty darn efficient, so that's pretty nice. This unit is a 5K, 115 volts. Does it say the watts? It's R410A. So it is pretty high pressure. It has a Broad Ocean fan motor and a GMCC rotary compressor. That must be a very big bug to zap that much. That to fall out of the thing. So we're reading at 72.5. We will fire it up. I did do a thermostat mod to this. Do low fan first. We're drawing half an amp on low fan, and on high fan we're drawing 0.6 amps. I'm just going to round it up for the I don't know if it'll click off since it is pretty warm in here. I did adjust the living snot out of the thermostat because this person complains that their room gets a bit too doesn't get cold enough with this. So and then for future reference, it's counterclockwise on these thermostats to adjust them colder. Now, with the sister to this unit that I did test recently, that I did install alongside of this, it took, I think, a good 14 to 15 minutes for the unit to build head pressure and actually start blowing cold. These R410 units seem to blow really cold. They just take their sweet time to build any sort of head pressure. And, yeah. And even when they do start blowing cold, they're not that cold. At least this unit isn't. My Keystone blows into the 40s. Here's the higher cooling setting. This unit is not quiet whatsoever. And right now it is drawing 2.5 amps, which is pretty nice, on the low cool setting. The high cool setting, 2.7 amps. See how many? 311 watts on high cool. On low cool, just about a little over 300 watts, 310 watts. And a power factor of almost 1. So this thing is really efficient. Oh wait, I want amps. This unit was pretty weird. It had like this white mold growing on it. I've never seen it before. And I will say it wasn't really the nicest thing to clean. It was kind of... I don't know what I would describe it as besides kind of like crusty. But also it smelled really bad. It didn't make any sense. This unit was just covered in it all along the evaporator coil. I wasn't able to get all of it off the evaporator coil since I don't have a coil cleaner as of right now. And then the whole base pan was filled with slime, so I removed all the slime out of it. The condenser, it wasn't fully blocked. It had a good bit of stuff in it. I had to straighten some of the coils since I don't have a fin comb. I had it do it all with a flat blade screwdriver, so that took a long time to do. But it seems to be running pretty fine now. So I'm going to wait a little bit for this to kind of cool down a bit more, and then I will return. So as of recording of this video, the weather people believe that we're going to have a high of 90 every single day this week starting tomorrow. So this unit, well, on Monday the window that this unit goes into is getting repaired, but on Monday until the rest of this week this unit will probably be running non-stop, so it's probably a good idea that I get this one cleaned up and serviced and ready to go. The sister unit to this, I probably won't be working on that one until October, because that one was a pain in the ass to install. The windows are just barely big enough to fit this unit. And I had to tape it all in there and stuff. I requested a person that owns the unit, so it took its sweet time. As of things I had to repair on this unit, I did adjust the thermostat to make it blow colder. I did straighten the back coil fins. The side panels were installed incorrectly. They weren't fully installed, and they had foam stripping over both the side panels, and the coil needed to be cleaned on the inside and out, and the filter was just plugged up. The other one, I think the filter was worse on. That one wasn't moldy. So, yeah, both of these are cleaned up into working. We're blowing 45 degrees, which I think is perfectly exceptional. And this unit appears to actually be blowing a lot colder compared to its sister. Maybe I'll bring this meter over and do temp checks of those units, at least of the sister unit to this one. If I remember right, I might add that to this video if I decide to edit it. Maybe I'll make it a separate video. It probably makes more sense to make it a separate video. Here's the high cool, so the temperature's going to drop a little bit. Now that it has built head pressure, well, no, it's still hovering around 3 amps. So this thing's really efficient. Probably once it builds all of its head pressure, it's gonna probably even out at around 4. But 3 amps, that's really inefficient, especially with the power factor that this unit has. This unit may kind of suck and not perform very well, but after a good bit of running and stuff with this, it's not that bad for the energy usage, the energy efficiency that this unit has. I think that's pretty exceptional. Because of that, I do really like this unit. It's not that bad. This is very similar to that Amana unit that the Jordan U has. It's just a rebrand. These are both made by the Midea, I believe. Well, this was made before Midea bought Electrolux. The control panel is extremely basic. If I remember right, this unit costed, I think, $120 at Aldi. Yeah, Aldi. Compressor on this one's really loud. It has slight fan motor bearings. These Broad Ocean fan motors aren't really the best with the bearing seals. So the bearing seals always go out on them. Has the translucent blue fans. First time I've seen a translucent fan on one of these units. It does have a logo on the back. This unit and its sister unit are the only times I've seen these Easy Home brand units in person. I've never seen any more of these besides these two. There's not really much to show on this unit besides just how basic it is. Temperature is rising a little bit, but I think I knocked the probe around a little bit that's just kind of sitting in the vents. The airflow isn't the greatest. It does have adjustable vents. These side movers barely do anything. They're pretty trash. These R410A units still have a bit of a refrigerant noise. Can't really hear it on this side. Bearings are still good, but they are ball bearings, so I kind of expect them to spin freely like that. So thank you very much for watching, and keep the breeze. There might be more units of, might be more videos of this unit in the future.